Yeah, so I gotta wait until it turns green. It says. Let's see. Says I'm golden. Hi, Renee. How are ya? It's not totally green. It's yellow, but I'm still going, I guess. It'll turn green in a minute. Hi, Ivy and Renee and James, Cryptid. Guess I got a pretty good topic tonight as I was packing up, getting ready to go out looking for Sasquatch tomorrow and giant birds. I thought, I got this thing all set up and all I got to do is turn it on. That's all I ever wanted was just to be able to walk in, switch things on in 2 seconds, be going live and chat with all my friends. I mean, I don't think of you guys as like subscribers or followers or whatever, subs or whatever anybody calls you guys. You guys are my friends. Everyone, even the new people coming in, you guys are my friends. And I want you to think of it like that. I pray for you guys. I think you're the best. So any chance I get, I'm gonna be on. I put some batteries on the charger and was packing up stuff. Got my drone all packed up, and I was doing some cool, things, looking at some stuff. And I thought as I was doing that, I'm thinking, we're going to go and see if we can find Bigfoot in a certain area. And lately, there's been some new reports out there where we're going. And as I was packing, I was thinking, I bet all my friends that live all over the world and all over the United States and everywhere, Australia, I mean, I got friends everywhere. I bet they want to know where they can find Bigfoot in there where they live, and they can pack and get their cameras and stuff and go camping and enjoy theirself, and also maybe find evidence of Bigfoot and maybe zoom in on some areas where they can go. And I thought, okay, man, while I was here, I'm like looking at everything, and all I had to do is move the camera over, turn everything on, and hit go. And let's go. Let's talk about, where is Bigfoot? Where do you find him? And now I've been doing this a while, and maybe I'm not an expert, okay? Totally not an expert, but I'm pretty good at finding Bigfoot. That sounds so cliche, finding Bigfoot. Gee. But we're pretty good at locating Bigfoot. Let's say that. And I mean, might not get every video, and we might not get, a ton of evidence, but neither is anyone else. And a lot of people are spending a lot of money out there trying, and they're in the location where Bigfoot's at, and they're having about as much luck as I am on getting a good picture, with him posing like this. But or something, maybe he's even giving a different gesture. I don't know. I haven't seen him, but I haven't seen him giving any gesture. The freaking forest ninjas, elusive creature. In fact, all the cryptids seem to be pretty elusive, and everybody only gets a glimpse and stuff like that. I feel kind of lucky that my very first sighting of one, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm actually going to tell you what I'm going to maybe fudge to the lower side of time. But my first sighting was over an hour, and I think more closer than 2 hours, because it was dark when I first saw him, and the sun was coming over the mountain when he got close to me. And I watched him go all the way down the hill from where I saw him to where the sun popped out and lit him up. And I know it had to be a good couple of hours, hour 40 minutes, hour 45 minutes, something like that. So I feel lucky that was my that I had that long time to really figure out what I'm looking at. Now, if you're in an area, and one of the things I do, and I've talked to people that live in my state, and they live in different places in the state, and they don't think, excuse me, they don't think that they're living in an area that Bigfoot would be in. And now, in the last 3 years, we've been researching inside of cities that have a river running through it. So that gives you a clue right there, okay? It's a city and it has a river running through it, and there's Bigfoot running along the river. So if you live in an area that has creeks or rivers or ponds, big ponds, lakes, there you are. That's where they're at. And so will be the other cryptids. Big forests, tracts of forest with creeks and water and areas, waterways. There you go. There they are. I mean, it's that simple, really. Then it's all about going out there and understanding what you're hearing and seeing, basically. Let's see, do I have t-shirts for sale? I think I do on Streamlab OBS. I have a merch store. I designed the just the white, I mean the red Bigfoot that I use like a logo, and I put some on there. The Streamlabs offered me a merchandise store, so I have some things up on there. If you don't like it, I'm not good at graphics and stuff like that. When I worked at the casino, I had a lot of t-shirts made, and I usually gave away about 10,000 t-shirts a month, and usually they were tied to promotions and stuff like that. So I understand everything about it, but I'm not an artist. So, and I'm not really good at graphics. So my Bigfoot that I made that says Squatch Zone in it, that's about as good as it gets for me, drawing things and stuff like that. So I have that in the Streamlabs, and I think there's a link somewhere where below in the comment section or something. I'm pretty sure to find that. And so I do kinda, and I'll go. I haven't really looked at it in a while. I know it's still there. The grandkids are asking me, and they want me to buy a bunch of stuff for them to wear. So I'll check it out and make sure I have some stuff in there, because I want them all running around with little Squatch Zone shirts, hoodies, and stuff. But yeah, so hey, Roland and Heart22, you're the one with the question. And James, yeah, you're a very good friend, my brother. All of you guys are really good friends. I support everything you guys do. I'm way into helping everyone, helping as many people as I can. That's been my mantra forever. I mean, we took in foster kids, and the only time I haven't really been able to give back is since I got disabled and a lower income. So now I have to find different ways to give back. One of the ways is helping people find Bigfoot or cryptid things in their area. And I know a lot of people don't like to share that kind of information and want to keep it secret. I don't care. I want people to, and then when you find him, then you come, let's talk, let's chat. Let's actually have you call in, and we'll chat about it, about your experience and what happened and all that. In fact, if you've had experiences and stuff, I would love to chat with any of you guys anytime. Yeah, I am thoroughly love stories about, or people's experiences, not really stories, I guess. But yeah, Yeah, Smokey the Bear, 75 years old. Yeah, the campfire, that's going to be my picture. The campfire is actually at the spot. I took a little video of it, and I just took a quick screen capture of the campfire and put it on as my little thumbnail picture. Yeah, I want to have a hotline, but I don't really have. I can't afford another line, another phone line. So I'm not really sure how to, unless I can't afford a website either. I mean, I can't afford these things, and so the only way is like uh, emailing me, and then we'll go through email that way, and then we can get more. Like, I can give you my address or my phone number, but I'm not really going to put it out on the public. But I would love to talk to people, and I don't mind putting my phone number out, but I've done that a couple times with another phone, and my phone blew up, and it was all prank calls and stuff all the time, and so I don't I don't do that. Uh, I can Skype my show. I can Skype. I can Skype with people. I do have that capability. In fact, my Skype and my email is alan59thomas at gmail.com. That's my email, my personal email. So it's Allen, ALLEN, at, or no, okay, Allen, ALLEN 59 Thomas at gmail.com. And that's also my Skype. So you can get a hold of me that way. Yeah, exactly like that. Allen59 Thomas at gmail.com. Exactly, Renee. Thank you so much. That's how to get a hold of me the best way. And then that way, we can talk one on one, and I'll share my phone number, my address, whatever. I'm not scared of people and stuff like that. I mean, if they want to mess with me so bad, so be it. But if I had my own phone, the phone, they start ringing the phone about 3 or 4 in the morning, and it rings and rings and rings, and I want to take everybody serious, and it got crazy, and that was when I could afford it. I thought about doing Gmail Hangouts. I never tried it before, though. Where would I put it? Like in the comment section? I'll put it in the comment section. How's that? And I think I have a Patreon too, and if you become a member in the Patreon, and I'll I'm real open in Patreon, because for $1, you can join the Patreon, and I'll add. I haven't developed it fully yet. I'm working on it. I'm still, but I want to develop content just for the Patreon members, and put videos just for them, not for all the public and everything, because those people are the ones that are helping me keep going on here. And you have to understand, I probably wouldn't even be doing this, or even known, or did Finding Bigfoot or Monsters and Mysteries, or worked for Animal Planet or Nat Geo, or did any of the TV stuff, if a doctor didn't hurt me and disable me. Otherwise, I would be doing 14 hours a day, 6 days a week, and enjoying a career I really loved, giving away cash and cars and stuff, whatever. I enjoyed that so much. I mean, they had to make me go home from the casino. But when the doctor hurt me, it hurt me pretty bad. I mean, it changed my whole life. And in fact, I should say to you guys why I come on. I don't have a lot of friends and stuff like that. and I lost a lot of friends. They were only there because I had cars and cash and free tickets to everything. I even had tickets to the Super Bowl, and I would give those away as a promotion at the casino because I didn't want people, thinking I was doing whatever. I mean, people are mean sometimes. So instead of being accused of stuff, I would take the tickets that included airfare, dinner and breakfast with both teams, box seats, catered, airfare there and home. That's the tickets I have for the Super Bowl every year, and for two. And I would give it away I would give it away as a promotion at the casino, and it was one of the biggest promotions of the year for me at the casino. It was one of the casino made more money off of that promotion every year than any of the promotions I did all year long. Hi, Winter. How are you? I wish I could sue the doctor. You can't sue doctors in California. They tell you They told me go lose your leg completely. Go have your leg cut off, and then when you go in front of the jury, they'll see that you had your leg cut off, and then you'll win. But if you go in, like you are right now, they're going to say, you look fine to me, and you're not going to win. Plus, in California, they cap the medical malpractice at 150,000 as tops. And when to sue, you have to have a doctor testify against another doctor. And the doctor that's testifying wants $50,000 to start. Okay, like a fee to lock him in to testify, and then he'll want more at the end. So no attorney takes it. You gotta be brain dead, or lost limbs to sue. Otherwise, it's not worth it to the attorney. So I didn't get anything. It really sucked. Yeah, and you sign contracts at the hospital. When you sign away that you're not going to sue. So I guess that's the way it is. You sure do, Roland. You find out your true friends when you get hurt. You really, really do. I mean, everybody was there for my barbecues. I used to have a ranch, 20-acre ranch, and with a big giant worm farm. I want to do a YouTube worm channel for worm farming. I was making about 10,000 a month. Between 10, the most I ever made probably was about $13,500 on worm poop. But I want to do a YouTube channel on that, only I can't physically take care of the worm farm anymore. And I would love to get together with some people locally with me and do that. And I don't care if I make $1 million or nothing. I just want to share the worm knowledge that I have about earthworms, and also maybe make a little money and partner up with some people, and we can make some serious cash. I'm serious. Really good. Mom's doing really good. Wow, Claudia doesn't have a wrench. Hey, I'm going to wrench some people real quick. Let me see here. Julie doesn't have a wrench. I'm going to wrench you guys up. Claudia doesn't have a wrench. Anybody else on here don't have a wrench? We got to wrench everybody. Okay, that looks good. I got them all wrenched. Yeah, so I wasn't going to spend a whole lot of time on here. Mostly I should stay on topic. Here I am, like, going off topic. But you guys are my friends, and you're calling the topic. I mean, that's why I go live, is so that I can interact with you guys and find out what. Oh, Bobby doesn't have one. Let me wrench Bobby. We'll have wrench wars one day. We'll have some fun. It'll be cool. I dare a troll to come in here. You guys will wrench him, knock him out with a wrench. On guard. Bam. Yeah, now Bobby has one. Actually, on the worm farm, you don't need a lot of space. You can make $300 to $500 a month if you're in an apartment and you have a little cement, patio. You can get the little plastic tubs from Walmart for like $5 or $6, and don't put any holes in it. Don't put any dirt in it. Just put some, maybe not on, don't put any holes in the bottom of it. Or if you do, put some like window screen on the bottom to drain it. But you really don't have to, because every 30 or 40 days, you're going to have to dump it out and get the poop out and put new bedding in, or food for the worms, bedding, food, whatever you want to call it, and then put the worms back in it. So it's not ever going to, and if you overwater it, then you're going to need to have a drain hole. But if you do it right, you don't need to. Most of the food that you put in it, it has liquid in it, and they absorb the oxygen through their skin. They have to have some moisture, and they can drown. So you don't want to be like watering them like a flower, and even flowers need drainage. But the flowers, any plant, tree, whatever, nature, it'll increase growth in your plants, house plants, stuff like that, by about 150%. You won't even recognize your house plants when you start using the stuff on your house plants. Your plants will grow. It'll get new growth. Like, say you had a house plant sitting there for 5 years, and it's growing, and it's getting bigger and maturing and everything. As soon as you start using worm castings on it, it's going to go ballistic. Within 90 days, you will not recognize that plant as your plant that sat there for 5 years. It'll look totally different. It's cool stuff, really. And then that's what sells it. How I sold it is I sold it kind of like drugs. I'd get some Ziploc baggies, sandwich baggies, and I would put some in it, and I would give it to my friends and people, and I would say, here, put some of this on your house plant. It doesn't matter. They can't put too much. It won't kill the plant at all. It won't burn the plant. The plant knows exactly what to do with it, because over the millions of years that worms and plants have been in the soil, they have a symbiotic relationship. So whatever the worm does, the plant knows exactly what to do with what the worm puts out, and the worm will never harm the plant ever. So it's a win-win situation, and later the people will be coming back like, hey, I want some more of that. I can't believe it. I put on 2 house plants. They'll be back like in 3 or 4 weeks, and they'll be like, what in the heck? That stuff is great. Where can I get some more? And then that's when I hit them with, I have a general potting mix. I have a vegetable mix. I have pure castings that are a little more expensive. And what do you want? A big bag, a little bag? You want a cubic yard, 2 cubic yards, 3 cubic yards, you want a truckload, whatever, and I would just start selling it. And then some people would come and say, I want to start a worm farm. They would be my customer for a while. I would tell them, okay, $1,000, you could have a tub of worms. And then I would just scoop out worms out of the bin that I made. Or sometimes I use fruit bins, but I would just scoop it and fill their tub up, or ice chest or something, and send them off for $1,000, and then be there for them, like consultation, and teach them how to grow the worms. Hi, Night Rider. Hey, Roland doesn't have a wrench. I want to get that worm farm going, man. I want to do it just because it's cool, not so much to get rich. I'm beyond the money thing, because when I got hurt by the doctor, I died 2 times. Okay. And I've had a few close calls since also. And I learned, life can change in a blink of an eye. In 1 minute, that's why if you're out wanting to look for Bigfoot, if you have a bucket list, something that you've been wanting to do, you have grandkids that you haven't seen or you don't pay enough attention to, or kids, or there's things that you want to do, but you tie yourself to work and all that stuff, and you just never get around to doing it. Get around to doing it, because really we don't know what tomorrow is. Okay, like 1 minute you're you could be like me and have a ranch and everybody hanging out and bonfires and big parties and barbecue for 2 days and lock everybody in, and put a couple of kegs of beer and tell everybody bring their campers and trucks and all that stuff. And then the next day, the doctor could say, oops, on a little simple procedure and it's all gone. Or like my friends, I have friends that have the same disease as I do, and I stay in touch with them. There's probably 30 or 40 of us now, and 5 of them have committed suicide because the pain is so great. I have entertained that a couple of times, but I have too much to live for, so I'm not going to kill myself. You guys are one of the reasons that keep me around, believe it or not. I have a reason to be here, and that's why I stay. But know that you could fall off the bed and bump your head and not be the same ever again, or a car could smack into you, or it could be anything, and it's instantaneous, and it'll change your life forever, and you'll wish that you had done some of those things that you always wanted to do. I'm kind of lucky in that when I was younger, I was not the guy that would. I'm a risk taker. I liked hot air balloons, so I went hot air ballooning, and I hot air ballooned like crazy. I've crashed hot air balloons. I've traveled around the world. I've done everything I want to do. The only thing I didn't do that I kind of regret that I didn't do was get a pilot's license. That's the only thing I didn't do. But other than that, I don't have any shoulda, woulda, couldas. I'm pretty happy. I wish I could do more now, like physically and stuff like that, but I can't. I try not to focus on what I can't do, and I focus on what I can do. And that's the way. Yes, Claudia, God is good. In fact, we haven't been talking about Bigfoot, so I'll talk about a little bit about God, if you guys don't mind. Right after I got hurt and I lost everything, I mean, I had like 30 rifles and pistols, shotguns, stuff, right? And I thought stuff was what made you who you were, gave you your worth, and what your job was and in your status in life. I thought that's what it was all about. I learned later stuff isn't really anything except stuff. You can't take it with you. But after I sold everything that I could sell and lost everything else, I had enough to rent the house I'm in. And I paid a few months rent up. And then I was out of money, and I was hoping Social Security would kick in because I had applied for it, and my doctor told me, yeah, for sure you're going to get Social Security, But Social Security fought me, and it wound up taking 5 years to get Social Security. And for 5 years, I lived in this house, and I didn't have an income, and I got behind on my rent. I got behind on the power bill, the internet bill. I got behind. But only I was physically, at that point, I was mostly in a wheelchair. So I couldn't even go hustle up money. And I used to do side jobs, painting, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I tried to teach my kids how to run their own business and stuff. So I did all kinds of side things. And I would work security during Christmas time for extra money. I mean, I was like the side job king, right? Master of, and not a master of any, the jack of all trades and a master of none, but I would do it all, And then I got in this house, and I couldn't even go do anything for myself at all, I mean, I was really stuck. But God is good. For 5 years I lived here. The landlord never even talked about kicking me out. I would even say something to her like, oh, I am so sorry, I'll try and catch up. After I was 3 years behind on the rent, I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. She's like, you'll do it. I have faith in you. Something in you is, something about you. Well, 5 years later, I won, finally awarded Social Security, and God was with me there too. And I got awarded a year and a half further back because I didn't apply right when I got disabled. I tried to work for a year and a half, and I was disabled, but I didn't want to say I was disabled. So I was still, I'm like, I can work with a wheelchair. I thought I could work, and nobody would hire me. So finally, after a year and a half of trying, and I couldn't do it. So they awarded me, they were only supposed to award me to the date you apply. They awarded me to the date I became disabled. So I got a year and a half more back pay besides the 5 years. And I paid everybody off. I paid off the landlady. I paid off everybody I owed. Bought a car, cash, So I was good to go. God is good, I'm going to tell you. He takes care of you. But you have to rely on him and trust him and know that he is there and will take care of you. And anybody can believe whatever they want to believe, but I'll continue to believe these things because I lived it, and he's there, real, and nobody lives in a house for free for 5 years that I know of. I don't know any. I'm the only one that I know of. Yeah, and sorry I got off topic, but see, for a long time I felt less of a man. I was known for being a hard worker. Yes, ma'am. God is great. That's pretty cool, Roland. I love that story. Hey, believe for it, Renee. Believe for it. I mean, if you have it, believe for it. You a lot of people don't have because they don't believe for it. Yeah, he took Odie from us. I think it was time for Odie to go, Winner. I think he's got a higher calling, and he's not dead. He's just not with us. He's alive, more alive than we are right now. He's feeling real alive. And we'll see him one day. Oh, you know what? Can you put that one in the freezer? I'm not going to get to it. Thank you, baby. Yeah, so anyways, hey, 3 Flash doesn't have a wrench. I enjoy giving people wrenches. Hold on, 3 Flash. How's it going, my brother? Okay, we got that taken care of. Yeah, I can't stay on real long, but so you want to find Bigfoot, right? Everybody wants to find Bigfoot. I say if you live in the city, get out of the city, go camping, and find some water and some land where there's some, or maybe forest. It doesn't have to be though. Like I know some Inuits that are my friends, and I talk to them all the time. They said they seen a 24-foot, over 24-foot Bigfoot up there in northern Canada. There's no trees, nothing. And here's this big 24-foot Bigfoot coming around at night. Now, I don't know where it goes in the daytime, but it scares the you-know-what out of them over there. And it's huge, so you don't have to have forests. There's reports of them in the desert. There's no trees in the desert, So, I mean, most of where you're going to find them is around water. So find waterways, lakes, waterways. Everybody has them around where they live at. You can find Bigfoot, and then be really paying attention to what's going on around you. Be more aware instead of looking at your phone or engaged in a conversation, and don't just write off owl sounds and different animal sounds as just being the animals. If they sound a little bit weird, it might not be that animal. And spend a little bit of time out there and get to know the areas, and you'll find they're out there, and they're probably in every place that you can go. I mean, I've been tripping out that we find them in so many different places, and sometimes it takes a little while to figure out their movements and stuff like that, and how they're, what they're doing, but they're there. And it amazes me all the time that they're on all these places that I wouldn't even think, even right next to cities, right in the middle towns, right? I mean, they're right there. They're not afraid of people, and they're not all the way out. You don't have to go a million miles and hike 10 and all that stuff. I mean, they're very accessible. They just won't be easy to locate. They're ninjas, forest ninjas. They're like ninjas. They hide real good. They use everything to hide, and then they even could probably hide. Hi, baby. Oh, you can't sit right there, huh? Yeah, they are. Even over there where you're at, James, and some of the washes and stuff like that, where there's some creeks, they're over by you too, man. They're everywhere. And they're up by San Jose. If you're ever over in San Jose and go into the Felton Museum and talk to Mike Rugg, he'll tell you all about. They're right around there. His sighting was in right there, and you wouldn't think in the Bay Area there would be Bigfoots, but there's Bigfoot. They're San Diego area, just in California. They're all over. And I know in Ohio, Indiana, Wisconsin, Colorado, Arizona. I mean, come on, they're everywhere. You just got to just use your noggin. Find the waterways. Find the waterways. That's the actual key right there. Find the waterways. Farmer Keith went Facebook Live. He has them all around his house. In fact, I heard from him like not long ago, maybe a week ago, and he was saying that the Bigfoots are back at Avocado Lake. So that's where we're gonna go tomorrow. We're gonna go out that way. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on Bigfoot and how to find them. I know this is like a little short video, but I just wanted to touch bases with you guys. Is it sounding better than last night? I was having some problems with the audio and I didn't even know it. And I did a replay of it and I was listening. It sounded like I was in the water. I don't know if it's still like that tonight because I have to replay it to find out. But it sounded a little not so good last night. And I was hoping that I did some adjustments tonight and fixed that so it sounds way better. And I hope the video is better too. I noticed the video kind of looked like it wasn't even focused last night. Like, I don't know what happened. Everything wasn't working perfect. But I just set it up and really I didn't adjust anything. I just set it up and went for it last night. And I played around with it today. But rolling weird? Rolling? Is that what it is? I know I could do some more adjustments, but I'll have to listen to it, I guess, and to find out. But man, thank you guys for dropping in. I love you all. I got you in my prayers. I'm gonna get up early, so I got to finish packing, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Is there anything you guys want to anything you guys want me to show when we go when out there? Is there like a special scene you want to see, or a picture or anything like that? I'll do something that just for you guys. If it, anything that comes to your mind. Darn. The goat suckers, yes. I never seen one yet, but I'm hoping to see something tomorrow. That's for sure. Okay, well, I got to figure out how to turn this off again. I keep forgetting. I haven't done this in a while. I know there's a button somewhere here. I was looking for it yesterday, too. I don't even know how to turn it off. I guess I'm not turning it off because I can't figure out how to turn it off. Isn't that crazy? Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Well, you guys are good. You guys are wonderful. You guys are the best. It ain't just me. It's you guys too. I love you guys. You're the best. Oh, I figured it out. All right, you guys. You have a really good one. I'll be back on Monday and let you know how it went on Sunday. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to actually be on somebody else's channel. You can go and subscribe if you guys want to. It's called Rate Your Pain 1 to 10. Rate Your Pain 1 to 10, no spaces. We're going to talk about the RSD, the pain I have, and stuff like that. And I'm not sure. I think he's going to record it. So I don't know if it's going to be up on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, but I'll be doing the recording on Tuesday and be on his stream because we got to get the word out about this RSD. It's nasty. People are killing themselves now since they started that opioid phobia. Where, I mean, some people can't live without pain pills, and RSD is the highest pain known to mankind. And now my friends are committing suicide, 5 so far. Pain is no fun. So pray that all my RSD people have less pain and come check me out on that Rate Your Pain 1 to 10 channel. Go subscribe to it, and so you get the alert when I come up. And I shall see you Monday here live right here in this place.